Shalom. Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone as GMS. Peace and blessing to the Akim and a few Aquat across the four winds. This is your brother Bathamayim from Great Millstone, Houston, coming to you with a quick hit. Now, I saw this guy online, so I took a screenshot, and the shirt was niggas for Trump. I believe it was 2024. So now you have niggas wanting to vote for Trump when, you know, the vast majority of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans was leaning more towards Joe Biden. Now you're starting to feel that heat. You know, the prophets have been out here giving you warning, and you still haven't taken heed. So that's pretty much what I want to go into is, you know, they're going to know that a prophet has been among them, and he's in the book of Ezekiel. But even still, like, our people are still lost because they're still voting. Like, that's even against the scriptures too. And then you got the nigga woman in the background just cheesing, showing all her teeth with blonde hair, and it looks like she has the Trump hat on too. But hey, our people gonna learn the hard way. Your vote should be in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, coming back to the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, ultimately repenting and listen to what the prophets have to say about these prophecies. But I wanted to read Ezekiel chapter 33. The point is in verse 33, but I'm going to start up a little bit in the NLT. Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 30. Son of man, your people talk about you in their houses and whisper about you at the doors. They say to each other, come on, let's go hear the prophet tell us what the Lord is saying. You know, they do that, but they say it in a mocking manner as if we're these church pastors or some, you know, some form of entertainment. But we're really not. We are here giving you the truth, giving you the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures to, you know, to its simplest form so that you will be able to understand. But what they do, they come through mocking, you know, mocking and scoffing. And as a matter of fact, let me get that too. It's the book of 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers walking after their own lust. So you got people that, you know, scoffing and just talking down, you know, murmuring, you know, just, you know, saying all kind of manner of things towards the prophets, but you're really not saying anything towards us. You're saying it towards Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So that blood is on your hands. We trying to help you out. And ultimately, we're trying to help ourselves by preaching to you. But, you know, they're walking after their own lust. They still want to be in this world. They still believe that Babylon the Great, or the daughter of Babylon, which is America, that this place is the end all be all. So that's why they want to steal and vote and talk about generational wealth and etc. But that's not going to happen. But since we're in the last days of the last days, you know, these Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are just out here going to continue to scoff. But hey, you can scoff until those missiles come. You can scoff until those pestilence come. You can scoff until that famine come. When you wind up being a part of all of that at the same time. But back in Ezekiel in 33 verse 31 in the NLT. So my people come pretending to be sincere and sit before you. They listen to your words, but they have no intention on doing what you say. Their mouths are full of lustful words, and their hearts or their minds seek only after money. So they pretend like they coming out to, you know, to listen. Sometimes they pass by camps, or a lot of times they'll click on our videos. You got brothers that's even on social media platforms to where they scroll by, they'll read the scriptures, they'll read, you know, the post that we're posting, you know, prophesying of the downfall of this wicked kingdom, but they act like they want to be sincere, you know, putting on the front, you know, Jake, which is short for Jacob, you know, Jacob's name was changed to Israel, so that goes for you, you Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but you people really think it's a game until shit hits the fan. So they listen to the words, they hear them, but they're not gonna move towards them. They really believe that Babylon is the end all be all. That's why they want to continue to to vote and try to seek money. Like I was going into the generational wealth. Like Jake really believes in generational wealth, but as our elders always say, you're looking for wealth, but whose face is on the currency, the major currency? Edomite, which is the self-proclaimed white man, mainly those elites. But not only that, it's going to go over to digital. So how you going to have digital I said, how you going to have generational wealth with digital currency? Because the digital currency is going to have a time limit on when you can use it. You know, that UBI, the universal basic income. Like they're going to give you approximately about a week or so. I'll just say less than a month. So you're not going to be able to save. So if you can't save, how can you have generational wealth? It's not going to work, Jake. Ezekiel 33, verse 32. You are very entertaining to them, like someone who sings love songs with a beautiful voice or plays fine music on an instrument. They hear what you say, but they don't act on it. So they heard us tell Jake not to vote for Biden, even though, the elites are going to put whomever they want to put in there in the first place. But these elites wanted to, they like to do a lot of tests and trial runs. They want to see where your mind is, where your heart is. But they really believe that we're entertaining. Like, look at those guys out there with those dresses on. Like, it's a garment. It's not a dress. Same thing that the Lord wore and is wearing, while he's in the heaven. But they think this is entertainment. Like, we're doing this to be seen. Like, we don't care to be seen. We're doing this because this is a part of our job description. This is what we're commanded to do, to reach out to our people across the four winds. But you can keep thinking that it's a game until you mess around and find out. But the main point I wanted to get was Ezekiel 33 and verse 33. But when all these terrible things, like I was going into, you had the famines, the pestilences, that microcharagma, which would be that hour of temptation, that grain of rice that's going to go under your skin to buy and sell. When all of these terrible things, and then ultimately that last terrible thing, when the Lord shoots off those nuclear missiles, from all over the earth to rain fire upon Babylon the Great, then it's not going to be a joke. But Ezekiel 33 and verse 33 in the NLT. But when all these terrible things happen to them, as they certainly will, because the Lord's word does not go out void. If he says this place is gonna be destroyed, this place is going to be destroyed. Then will they know a prophet has been among them. So at that moment, you're gonna know that you messed up, and then you're gonna be trying to repent, but it's gonna be too late for you, Jake. You can't always do everything at the last minute. So you need to pray to the Lord that he has a repenting spirit on you, and that you can come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, and follow the men of the Lord as we follow Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But that's all that I had on this lesson. Lord willing, it was edifying. Call Halayim La, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. That's the 144,000, 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes of Israel. That'll be the men. And then also, the hopeful elect and the 1/3 multitude, which is the men, women, and children whom follow the prophets, ultimately following Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So Lord willing, this was edifying. Shalom and a Baba Ball.